What Nashville needs to do is just have any Nazi that decides to showcase that they're a Nazi be immediately arrested for being a terrorist group and for being part of a hate group, and we can nip this all in the butt. If you want to be a Nazi, you can be a Nazi in jail.
New developments and allegations of threats following a neo-Nazi demonstration and altercation in downtown Nashville Sunday. Thank you for joining us for News 2 at 4. I'm Mark Kelly. Now, according to Metro Police, a neo-Nazi protester from Canada was arrested for felony aggravated assault and accused of striking a person with a flagpole holding the Nazi flag.
Wow, so a Canadian immigrant that is white is committing assault. That is hilarious. And the fact that he's a Nazi, why don't all these Nazis move to Germany, where it all started, if they want to, create their white homeland?
19-year-old employee of one of the local bars also arrested for disorderly conduct. Andy Cordan has been investigating the latest and joins us with pictures you're seeing first on 2. Andy?
Hey there, Mark. You know, the owner of a major security company that provides security to many downtown bars tells me that his clients and his organization have been receiving threats after the violent protests last weekend. These are images from Sunday on 3rd Avenue that reportedly show a confrontation outside Johnny Cash's bar.
This group of protesters assaulted staff and were inciting violence to different people along the way as they were marching down 3rd Avenue.
Solaren Risk
Yeah, the inciting of violence is not protected speech, so these people should have been arrested for trying to incite other people to commit violence against marginalized groups of people. The bar staff that decided to defend against them, they're in their right to defend against people trying to incite violence. And let's not forget, Nazis are terrorists. Fighting against Nazis is a good thing. Look at World War II. Fighting Nazis was good.
Management CEO Jack Bird provides security for the business and employs security personnel, who he says were on the streets during this neo-Nazi confrontation.
They took pictures mainly to try to identify the people that were involved in the instance, because it was instance of them throwing things, it was instance of them threatening people. I mean, it wasn't just physical or verbal threats, it was physical threats of violence. I mean, they would run up, they would get in people's faces, they would act like they were going to strike them. I mean, it was a lot.
Okay, that would be considered assaulting people, making them think you're going to hurt them. That is considered assault, and these people, again, should be arrested. The fact that all of them haven't been arrested is insane. It's also insane how these people are right-wing, pro-Trumpers, flying the American flag, as well as flying a flag from an old defeated nation, the Nazi flag. They're flying an enemy flag.
That it had everyone on edge.
According to Bird, in this picture, you can see a protester holding what appears to be a flagpole that's attached to a Nazi flag.
We were the buffer between business owners and this protest.
Bird tells me business owners and others that he represents have received threats.
Yes.
This is not a protest. Inciting the genocide against other groups of people is not a protest. It should be considered like an act of violence or a declaration of war.
Several business owners are receiving threats, individuals are receiving threats, and it's not just threats of violence, but it's threats to destroy your business, to harm your family, your reputation. I mean, it's an all-out assault.
Bird also tells News 2 that because of the alleged threats, he's filed this report with state officials.
It's email.
Hopefully something happens, because these people are terrorists and they should be dealt with just like any other terrorist.
It's text messages, it's pamphlets, it's also their presence whenever they show up and then threaten staff. Our staff, some people don't want to go to work. A lot of our staff we've had to up staff security at most of our locations right now.
Up staff, what does that mean?
That means we've increased our coverage. We've added staff members to shifts specifically until this was over.
Have you been the subject of any threats from this group?
So I personally have not been.
News 2 also speaks with Councilman Jacob Coupin, whose district includes downtown, where this alleged altercation takes place.
We're not going to let these losers define us and take up space in our heads. We're going to send the message of who Nashville really is.
Coupin tells me members of this group came to a city council meeting on Tuesday night, and things quickly became uncomfortable.
What I witnessed in our chambers was not First Amendment expression. It was harassment and intimidation. When you're following someone around, you've got a camera in their face, and you're throwing barbs at them. To me, that's not a First Amendment expression. That's harassment.
Yeah, that's what changes it from being a protest to like assault and battery and just something. They just go around harassing people, screaming at people, trying, chanting that, Jews and black people and stuff should be killed. That is not a protest whatsoever, and all these people should have been arrested, and the fact that they haven't been is insane.
Now Jack Bird tells me that the neo-Nazi group is still in this area, and the council person also tells me there is a unity march planned for Sunday at Bicentennial